Howdy guys, welcome to the video for LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. My name is VintusSGN. In this LEGO Fortnite Odyssey video guide, I'm going to go over how to get powerful weapons so you can take out strong enemies like brutes and bears. This video comes as a direct follow-up to my previous video for the best start in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to cover how to unlock warhammers, plasma pistols, and dual daggers. This will require you to have already upgraded the Storm Survivor Camp Village Square, the first place that you spawn into when starting your LEGO Fortnite Odyssey world. If you've not done so, please see my video on what to do first in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. Step 1. Look for the mission in your journal from Vengeance Jones called Investigate a Spire. For this mission, all you have to do is look for a spire and make sure your character actually sees it in game. A spire will appear on your large map as 3 white columns together in a row that look something like this. Lately, around the making of this video, a lot of people, including me, were having a problem getting these spires to actually appear. I looked at a few guides here on YouTube, and one said to follow dirt paths, another said to upgrade your base to the point where you have a gem cutter in your base, and then one Reddit post said that spires are appearing but not showing up on your map. The way that I normally get spires to appear was just to move around the map, and eventually one would pop up somewhere on the map away from your current location. You just had to move around and keep an eye out for one to show up on the map. Nowhere near you, just on the map, and then you would have to travel to where it popped up. So keep opening your map as you explore more of the map. This time though, for this YouTube video world that I created for this specific series, that didn't work, but eventually one did pop up, and this is everything that I did before the first spires showed up that I think caused them to actually appear. A. I explored the map a lot. B. I crafted a spinning wheel in my village. C. I crafted 3 barns and used treats to get sheep to live in all 3 barns. D. I assigned an NPC villager to take care of the sheep, and I feed the sheep treats to collect a lot of wool. E. I killed a bear and collected its bear pelt and used that bear pelt to craft a blue health charm using 3 wool, 8 metal plates, and 2 bear pelts. F. I crafted 2 green health charms. G. I killed a brute using a flint-knock pistol. And then H, I crafted a rare sword using copper bars. After I did those things, a spire icon randomly appeared on my map and I was able to go investigate it. I did not craft a gem cutter, and I did not upgrade my base above level 9. Now when you get a spire to appear and after you investigate the spire, return to Vengeance Jones at the Storm Survivor Camp, the first place where you spawn into your LEGO Fortnite world and leveled up their village square. And then you're going to accept Vengeance Jones' next quest, which is to craft dual daggers with the recipe you get from completing his quest to investigate the spire. I used 4 copper bars to craft my first dual daggers at the crafting bench in my village. After you craft the daggers, return to Jones and accept his next mission called Arch Enemies, which calls for you to use the dual daggers to defeat 5 archers. Archers are NPC humans that carry crossbows. You can usually find them by following the dirt path and catch them as they are in battle with storm grunts. After you defeat any number of them, you can always pull up your journal and check your progress bar to see how many of you've defeated. After you complete the Arch Enemies quest, return to Jones at the Storm Survivor Camp and interact with him to get your next mission, which is to craft a warhammer, a new weapon recipe that you get as a reward for completing the Arch Enemies quest. At my crafting bench, I used 3 iron bars, 4 frost pine rods, and 1 wolf claw to make my first warhammer. After you craft that warhammer, return to Jones in the Storm Survivor Camp and get the next quest called Hammer Home the Point, where you have to defeat 5 slicers. I found a few slicers during the day by following the dirt path, usually around campfires and broken structures, but I was able to complete the quest at night by defeating random skeletons. After that, return to Jones at the Storm Camp and turn in that quest to get the new quest, the one to craft plasma blasters. To craft plasma blasters, you'll need at least 2 power cells per weapon. There are 3 ways to get power cells that I know of in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. Number 1, open a random chest usually found in broken buildings, and there will be some power cells in those chests. Number 2, dismantling Star Wars blasters found in Rebel Outpost using a recycler. Number 3, crafting compost bins and feeding it organic material like food and animal parts to get biomass. Then use 50 biomass and 6 glass to craft a power cell. And just so we're clear here, you craft power cells at the crafting bench under the torch heading. It looks like a little battery. Using the compost bin is the best and easiest way to get power cells. To get glass, craft a shovel and head to the dry lands and dig. Digging in the dry lands get you sand. Get a stack of sand so you won't need to come back for a while. Once you get the sand, use the metal smelter in your village to craft glass using the recipe that calls for 2 sand and 1 wood per glass pane. After you have 2 power cells crafted, you can use the crafting bench again to make plasma blasters. The first plasma blasters I crafted used 3 copper bars for the barrel, 4 iron bars for the grip, and 2 storm cores for the accessory. Once you have the first blasters crafted, return to Jones to accept the quest called Revengeance, where you have to use the plasma blasters to kill a brute. Using the blasters to kill a brute is easy because of how much damage the blasters do. Be sure to dodge left or right whenever the brute charges towards you and whenever he spits out his acid attack. The best way to deal with the brute is to get someplace high and shoot it. The plasma blasters have a few seconds cooldown if you use them too much, so I suggest having a second ranged weapon, either a flint-knock pistol or a crossbow, or even a second set of blasters. Before you fight the brute, have a few health charms on you because one of their attacks drains like 5 or 6 hearts when it connects, so you need at least 7 or 8 hearts just in case you take damage. Also, bring an NPC villager with you as an explorer if you are going solo. Defeating a brute is easiest when you have a group of friends playing with you, attacking it from all sides. Once you defeat the brute, grab its scales, then head back to Jones to complete his quest and receive a new pair of plasma blasters for free. After that, you're going to want to defeat 2 more brutes so you can get their scales, so you can craft a gem cutter if you haven't already. A gem cutter needs 20 metal plates, 3 brute scales, 15 bright core, and 5 blast core. Metal plates you get from feeding your metal smelter copper and selecting metal plates as the recipe. Bright core comes from defeating skeletons in caves, and it can also come from skeletons that spawn in at night in the open world map. To get blast core, you need to defeat an enemy called a blaster, an enemy that spawns in caves and in the dry lands in the open world map. For more information on blasters, please see my previous video on the best start in LegoFortniteOdyssey. When you have a gem cutter, you can feed it amber or other gems and get cut gems. Then use those cut gems to make stronger versions of the hammer and the plasma blasters. With those weapons, you should be able to defeat most enemies in the game, including the Storm King. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. If it was helpful, you can show me your thanks by giving this video your like. For more, head to my channel and check out my playlist for LegoFortniteOdyssey for video guides that you may have missed. My name is VinceSGN. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.